Hi, everybody. I hope you're well. Today, I'm going to share some top tips to help you master creating LinkedIn content for yourself, which is going to A, save you time, B, help you increase your visibility and also increase your reach on LinkedIn. Creating visual standout content consistently, I often hear from many people, can take a lot of time. In this video, I'm going to show you some simple tips to create some templates to set it up, which means that you can create easy content, which is effective and it will help you stand out at the touch of a button. I'm going to run through a few different things. One, how to set up Canva initially for your brand. So your brand is consistently the same color, using the same font and your logo. Then we're going to go into creating some templates, which you can then use to edit in minutes weekly to create lots of different content, such as GIFs, videos, and slideshows, all which will help you pop on LinkedIn and stand out ahead of your competitors. So now we're going to jump into setting up your brand on Canva, which if you go to the left-hand side, there's a menu and you see brand kit. It's really worthwhile investing in the premium Canva because it gives you access to lots of cool features such as the brand kit, which will save you zillions hours of time. Also gives you access to extra animated icons, to better stock footage in terms of video and images. So highly recommend that. If I click on brand kit, I've already set mine up, but you can add in logos. You can just upload your logo in different formats, ideally in a transparent background. But if you haven't got a transparent background, you can actually do that in Canva and add in your colors. Typically this adds for a CMYK, which is a graphic design kind of, but basically you will be able to find your colors somewhere. Just add them in, delete that. And typically I would recommend going for 2 brand colors, 2 because it's easy for your content then to be remembered, for people to kind of see and recognize you without even reading your post. So you want to set up your brand colors, your logo, and the third thing is your font. Typically, I use 1 or 2 fonts in a post, and consistently, again, using them every single time will help your brand be consistent and be recognized constantly. You can either choose one of the many fonts that Canva has to offer. It's changing. I'm going to change mine because so I've got these. You can add more. You can also upload a font, which quite often for clients, I will upload fonts when they've asked me to. I've got specific fonts. So once that's set up, you've got your brand colors, you've got your logo, you've got your font, you're really set to go. We're now going to go on to setting up a few templates for LinkedIn slideshow posts or document posts. And I think once you've set up 2 or 3 templates, you can then reuse these for about 3 or 4 months by using them to resize or to use one page or to save it as a GIF or a video or as a slideshow post. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Share my screen. So let's go into Canva. And first of all, typically I would start with a poster, but you can choose any format. The reason why I like a poster, it's kind of like an A4 size bit of paper. You can start with any of these. Instagram typically is square. The reason why I like a poster is because it takes up quite a lot of room, so it helps you automatically stand out. So let's start from scratch. And on the left-hand side, it's going to come up with pre-made posters that Canva have got. And yes, of course, you could use one of them, but typically I like to edit it from the scratch. So I love this. I'm going to start with this. Pick something you like, the look of, and we're going to use this as a basis for our first template. Very important, I think, to name your templates because it means you can search them later. I'm going to call this template number 1. Call it number 1, even better. Number 1. So first of all, I love this anyway, but it's got a background, it's a bit quirky. But the first thing I'm going to do is change it into my brand colors. So anything you click on, it's got color, you can click up the top, it's got a color palette, and you can change it. So get the colour first. I'm going to change it to pink. So here, straight we've got pink, we've got M, one of my favourite letters for obvious reasons. And if, for example, I love that M and I want to keep that alone, one thing I would do is change the photograph. So here on the left-hand side, you can add elements. Think of elements like graphics. So it's like a graphic, an icon, and they can be animated or static. You can also add text. So for example, you want to add in your website, I'd say. Make this a little bit bigger, make this bigger or smaller, depending on how good your eyesight is. So make it a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. A little bit fiddly. This is why I like to do it on a laptop. So the subheading, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Put my head's going up and down just because I'm looking at my laptop. This is live. No blue Peter here. Let's just put website with a type, that'll be all day. You know, you can either make the text bigger or anything bigger by dragging and dropping, or you can do it by size. So let's just get to a size. And we want to come up with a template that we're going to feel happy to use consistently week in, week out. So again, just that's going to be your web address. I want this to be smaller. So again, and to center, if you just hover over, you'll see that line. That shows it's in the center. If I wanted it completely centered, if I bring it up, that's going to be completely centered. But because I'm going to add a heading, I'm going to bring it down. So I'm going to change this to, I'm not just going to leave this in. I want to change the picture. I don't like the squirrel. I'm going to put something quirky. I can drag any picture in, something abstract. But I'm going to add a headline because, again, the SlideShow post is only part of the document. The great thing about Canva is got the go back buttons, which I use very often. So I'm going to add a heading here. Here's heading. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to type in heading just for the sake of this video. But every time I do a slideshow, I'm going to put a heading. And quite often I'll make the letters an even number just because it's easier to replicate. And typically I'll put a subheading. And one tip would be not to make the heading of the slideshow post the same as your headline of your text element, because every post has to have a text element and a visual. It doesn't have to have a visual if you're adding it. So subheading, just leave it like that. So not particularly keen on that M, so I'm going to take it out. I'm going to change this to another picture. Typical templates I would have would be drag and drop. Oh, it's still the M. Just add a picture in. So because this is a template, I'm going to just resize this. So this is a template. I'm not necessarily going to be using this picture. That's going to be the first page of my template. Face. And if I want to add another page, I can just click up here on the right hand side, add a new page. And it's going to take, rather than me redoing it all, but here this could be my second page. And the first page I'm going to also add an arrow just to show. And if I go to elements, which is the graphics, I'm just going to select arrow. You can do whatever you want. Some people do, some people don't. It's smaller. And again, I'm going to put this in my brand colors. I'm going to put this in blue. Make it a little bit smaller. Now that is my first page of my slideshow done. I'm going to add, in fact, that's the second page. So I'm going to add this arrow. Just copy and paste it to the second page. And what I will do every time is I will just, let's say a typical slideshow I do is maybe 5 pages. So it could be 3 top tips. And then I'm going to have, one is going to be the heading page. The other one's going to be pictures. And the last page, which would be page 5, would be a call to action. Now, one thing I love about Canva, you can actually go back to previous templates. You could create this from scratch, but I'm going to go back to my previous designs and select one I did earlier. So let's just go back to previous one I've done. I've got lots and lots and lots of posts, as you can see. See, this one got me in the back. No. That's one thing I love about Canva. You don't need to save the documents and everything to your laptop or your storage space. It saves it all for you. And I mean, I've done quite a zillion different. To come, one's got my lovely face on it. Oops, no, not yet. Things that never work in trading too. Let's just put this for the sake of it. So join me today. So typically I'd put a call to action on the last screen again. Here's my brand colors. I'm going to change the font on that just by clicking, change the font to my brand colors. So that is saved in as one. I'm going to go to home. I'm now going to create a second template. If you're starting out in LinkedIn, you want to do some visuals, I'd recommend setting up 2 or 3 templates to start with. That's going to save you a whole heap of time. Now that isn't loading, but I know that is. I'm just going to copy everything I copy. So I've always keep a copy of the original. And this next one, so I've got one template which has got photographs or images. The second headline, second template, should I say, I want to do something different. I'm going to just search for graphics or icons. So I want it to be kind of more icon-based, a more modern look and feel about it. I like this one, so I'm going to choose this one. Obviously, you can spend more time looking through them. But so typically for clients, I'll have one with images, stroke photographs. I'll have one with icons, and I'll do a one-page one where I can either upload things from the internet, screenshots, or pictures. So let's just put this in my colors. Website again. That's perfect. And to me, I would have heading here. That would be the heading. And this would be the subheading. So this could be a post about something. And once you've actually got these templates, you can use them for anything. So subheading, and again, the website put in blue. But I'm going to then just, again, I'm going to delete these pages. And I'm going to copy and paste. You could do different ones, but typically I will, the second, third, fourth will be of a similar style in terms of format. Just keeps it simple, but I think it's easier for the viewer as well. So again, I'm going to create 3 pages in this. I'm going to change the icon each time. So again, depending on what the post is about, I think graphics work really well, really simple ones. So let's say we're going to do this one about LinkedIn, and it's going to be about, obviously I work in LinkedIn marketing, so it's going to be about 5 or 3 tips or 3 things that you should do to improve your reach. Let's put connections, that's one. Oops, I have to go to elements, which is graphics, because I want it to be. I have to go to graphics. It brings up some nice clean graphics, and you can choose, again, depending on your taste, you can choose. I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to change it to white. It doesn't quite look right, so I'm going to choose another one. And again, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to get it perfect. I just really want for this one a kind of one. Short and sweet. I like it simplistic, but again, it really goes down to your personal taste. I could do this blue or I could do it white. I'm going to do it white. Short and sweet. So that's page 1. Page 2 is going to be, let's say, it's going to be about comments. I'm looking for a graphic with comments. Use this one, very simple. For this one, I might do it blue and white. And for the third one, you can drag and drop these if you change the order, but it doesn't really matter. So the third one is going to be about engagement. So again, I'm just setting this up. You're going to use this If I normally set it up for a post, you can then copy and paste it. So this is going to be about engagement, and I used this one earlier. I love this. Again, change it into your brand color. So you can see already how by setting up your brand, it really saves you loads of time. Last screen, call to action. I'm going to do a different call to action for this one. So if I scroll down to all your designs, there's loads of different features and cool things you could use. But to be honest, to start with the basics, it really is, you know, just get started, because otherwise we try and master everything. There's so many things you can do with Canva, literally everything. Trying to find one again. Let's just use this. You could message me, call me, put your picture of your face. So again, that is now template number 2. Created, and I will use that, trust me. So now we're going to go on to template number 3. Now for this one, so I've got an image one, I've got an icon one, and I'm now going to go on to number 3. I'm just going to copy and paste again, make a copy. And this is just going to be a one-page one. You could make it 2, but just because quite often I will do just an image or I'll do a screenshot. So it just means, again, I've got it all set up. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to make, and again, you could put text or not, but it's up to you. I'm just going to add a photograph. So for uploads, you can upload photographs. You can save it from the web, save it from your phone. It could be a product image. Let's just go to a picture of me if we've got one. Let's say it's good to show a bit of personal touch. Oh, there's a nice black and white one. So this, but it has actually got a background. So I'm just going to, you can make this. It just means I've got that kind of skin ready for any one page. I'm going to call this template number 3. Very original. So if I go back to my home page, keep changes, please. So if I go back to my home page, say again. You can see I have, you know, that's the right one. Sometimes Canva doesn't update itself as quickly as I have, so yes. So we've got 3 different templates. One is a one-page, a slideshow post that I'm going to use for mainly images or screenshots. The other one is going to be one I use for images, and the other one is icons. So 3 different slideshow looks and feels. I can use them maybe 1 or 2 every single week. I'm just going to change the text, change the image, and potentially change the call to action, depending on what I've got going on at the moment. So that's, we've done the first section, setting up your brand, we've done that. Create a few SlideShow templates. Now we're going to look at how we can now take these templates to help us create additional content, saving time, and also creating GIFs, videos, etc. So let's dive into that. Start recording. So I just want to show you an example of one of these slideshows that I've used on LinkedIn. So again, you would tweak it slightly, but again, typically it has a different headline, as I said, to the actual slideshow. So this is a 10-page one. How I got 7 million views. This is earlier on this year. 56,000 views, so not bad. And again, you want to make give people a reason to swipe right, not like Tinder or whatever it is. So again, I've just talked about optimized posts for LinkedIn. Again, pretty much as I said, headline, subheading, and icon text. And I don't have a website in this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And you know, I think it's important to practice what you preach. So again, very, very simple. And let's see, we've got the end screen. Oh, I've even got some packages there. Lovely. So this is an example of how when we work in the flesh, but as you can see, you know, it really does take up quite a lot of room on the feed, and it's on the brand colors. So again, people typically can resonate that with me, and if they want to, they'll select. But you need to give people a reason to swipe right. So now we're going to look at how we can edit these templates. So I'm just going to go to this one. I'm going to copy it because everything I do, I want to keep those originals. So I've always got them. Make a copy. I'm going to bring up this one. And now I'm going to edit this into a different format. So now Canva's just changed. So if you don't have this, I've got Canva Pro. Now I'm going to do is going to resize this. But in Canva Pro, you've got a couple of things. Background remover, which again, if you've got a logo that hasn't got, which has got a colored background, you can use this. Scheduler, I'm not using at the moment. I always upload my own posts. Resize. So we're going to do resize. Now, I use this often. It's a real easy way for you to give your posts a different look and feel. I click the button. So typically, you can resize to an Instagram post. Just type it in, Instagram post. You can resize to a Facebook post, which I think is similar. So the sizes I typically use are Instagram or Facebook cover, just because I like it. So I'm going to turn this into an Instagram size post, not necessarily because I'm going to use it on Instagram. I could, but, and I do quite often, but it just takes this template and pretty much creates a new template. So you do normally have to tweak around with this. So here, I'm going to just mess around a little bit the headline and the skin. So this is again just the template. Change the font color to white. I'm going to try and up this. I'm going to make this a bit larger. And my website, you can't even see it, so let's make that bigger. And the arrow, I'm going to move this up here and make it white. So again, straight away, this is a different size post, which again, just gives a bit more variety to your LinkedIn feed. And again, each pair will probably typically tweak, or you can just delete. What I'll do is go delete, 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 and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete everything. Let's just delete everything. And what I'd probably do is just copy and paste that one. So, pages, I delete the old one. And there you pretty much, and again, I'll keep that there. But you've pretty much got a new template. So again, to add pictures. So again, I'm going to turn this into a post about visibility. So I'm just going to look for some photographs. This is where you get the stock photographs. So visibility. And again, the pro ones, you get slightly better quality. And I would change the heading, obviously, and I'd typically pick a visual to match the text. Okay, I'm just rushing this through. And you can move them over to the center. Third one, some visibility. What that's off, okay. And again, depending what section, there's so many pictures. And again, you could tweak the call to action. And the difference for a SlideShow post, you would typically download this as a PDF. So the great thing about Canva, this is why you can create multiple different pieces of content from one or two templates. So for a SlideShow post, which is classed as a document post, like I just showed you, it's a PDF, and then you upload it on LinkedIn as a document, PDF standard. But we're going to come in nicely. So resize the templates, edit them. So again, for all those three templates, I can just add new icons, new images. I can also add a screenshot. Let's show you that one. So I'm going to go back to the one-page one I did. So this one, and again, that's great if you just want to show a picture of you, your family, something personal, but also screenshots. I think I always talk about showcasing your credibility on LinkedIn. People buy from people. So quite often I will take screenshots on my phone, upload them to Canva, and they'll create a post about that. See if we've got any, I'm sure I will have. Just loads of screenshots. Let's see if I've got one that's fitting. And again, I could resize this to, in fact, there we go. In fact, I did actually a post about this. So this doesn't quite fit. So I am going to resize this to a square post, which is Instagram. So there we go. Click a button and like magic. So this is a great one for, again, testimonials. You can roll these out once a week. Take a screenshot. You know you've already got the skin, which is this is the baseline for it. I'm going to just scale it out. Thank you, Dennis. There we go. I have got a post. I am going to download that also as a PDF and upload it as a document post. And the reason why I do that right now, you typically get more views for PDFs, documents, than you do for images. That might change, but that's the way it is just now. But saying that, of a personal picture, you can actually get great views, or if it's a great picture with a great story, you can actually get great views. So I'm not saying don't use images. If you watch my previous video, I talked about 10 different types of posts. I think personal photographs, images that tell a story are great. Your Canva type template, which you haven't edited, such as just using something like that. These just don't do well at all. So try and take a template and make it bespoke, but that's going to make a huge difference. So that there is a post in itself. So now we are going to go on to the last part. Can't believe, so we've done the setup, we've done a slideshow of templates, we've talked about how you can use them as a base, then to resize, to add different things, to edit the text, to add images, to add icons. Now we're going to talk about creating different posts, GIFs, videos. We've done images and PDFs. We've done PDFs. So let's go back to Canva. So, I mean, first of all, you can start from scratch also, so don't feel you have to. So you can just create a video. And I was actually going to create this training video, but I'm using a separate camera, so it was all getting a bit complicated. So if you were doing you could start with a template for a video, or, now I can't do this because I'm recording on Zoom, but you can actually record yourself. Now I can do the audio, but the camera I'm not sure is going to work because I'm using a separate camera, so probably just trying to pick it up, but I'm on this camera. Got 3 cameras going on. So anyway, but you can record this. No, the camera isn't working. So you can just do a normal video with you talking on Canva. Probably easier to do it on your phone. But if, for example, you want to do a short presentation, it might be worthwhile doing. Just trying to connect to the camera. But for example, if you wanted to, you could start from scratch, and there's loads of templates. Again, the pro version gives you better stock footage. If you wanted to do a nice Friday motivational quote, which some people love, some people hate. So we'll look at it. There we go. Don't know if that's trees. Oh, let's do this one. Bit of woodland. Does it move? Oh, yes. And we want to add some text to it. And again, you can start from scratch, or there's some layouts already nicely done for you. I'm just going to use this. Let's just say it's a quote I love. It means something to me. Doesn't stand out too well in the text. You can actually change the transparency of the video or image. I'm going to try and make that a bit stand out more. Let's put the text to be, try different things. Pink doesn't look good. Let's go for black. But I could now save this. I'm going to go back, make it more transparent now. I'm going to change the video, I don't like it. So go back to videos, and this is what I love. It's so easy just to mess around. Water, who doesn't like a bit of water? Set as background. I'm going to put that as white. Let's just play it, 10 seconds. That's going to be on LinkedIn at some point. You know what? I could at this point now add in some audio. It's not Christmas, so you can search, you can upload your own audio. Calmly Successful. Again, pro, you get more choice of music. So let's make sure we add it to the beginning. There's no point adding it to the end. Just drag it along. Let's play this. I need to turn down the volume, don't we? It's probably quite important. Now, if this was, now I can now download this as a video, which will have the music, the lovely water. I can also download it as a GIF. Now, GIFs typically right now perform slightly better in terms of reach than videos. If I download it as a GIF, it will not have music though, so just keep that in mind. But again, you could also do some talking in the background. It's perfect if you're doing some meditation. But I could add, rather than the music, delete that. I could add in some, go to video. I could add in some audio to that. I'm not going to right now. So you could download as a GIF or a video. That's starting from scratch. To upload a GIF, just so you know, you need to upload it as an image. So you save it to your laptop or PC or phone, upload it as an image. Probably got some GIFs. Here's one I did earlier. A GIF. If you're doing a video, for obvious reasons, a video, a document slideshow would be that. Obviously, there's more. So that's just, again, video. But you could, as I said, be recording yourself with no background. Or not. You can also here add some graphics. Why want to add a turtle, but let's just add it anyway. It's a little bit big, so let's make the little turtle a bit small. He's walking across the sand. Sun's coming in. Mr. Turtle is not really walking, but you get the gist. So you can add lots of things, download it, so have a bit of fun. And I just now want to finally show you how to create a GIF. So I'm going to go back to one of my slideshows, and hence why I start always with some slideshow templates. I'm going to go into the one that I did for icons, number 2. And I'm going to show you how you can create a GIF post by using this one. Of course, again, you should copy this one so I don't waste it, but for the purpose of time, I'm going to take one of these pages and I'm going to create a GIF. Of course, you wouldn't just say heading, it would be actual words, but let's just say this is going to be about mental health, as it is mental health 1. Let's go to elements, which is graphics icons. Let's put in mental health. Put in emotions, anything like that. And I'm going to go to, I want something that's moving, so I'm going to go to animated. So click this little bit up the top, go down to animated. Come on. So again, oops. This is why I first did it on laptop. Animated, it's going to bring up, hopefully, a whole array of lovely animations. And I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take this out. Let's move it up there. Oops, it's gone. Make that up there. And to add in this. Make it a bit smaller because I think sometimes less is more. I would probably add a subheading to this. So let's put a subheading. Again, I'm going to copy and paste. Just say that's my website at the bottom. So one page. And then to download that one page as a GIF, you can basically go to download. And it can be as a GIF, but you don't want to download all the pages. Select this, so it's just one, and then select page 2. Just download that. And that is going to be a GIF post. And again, you can delete the other pages. You can even save that as a template. And you can easily change the color, make it blue, yellow, make it blue, change the texture to heading. There, let me just wait till it comes up. Is it going to work? Thinking about it. So we got it. Nope. That was a video. Not bad. Still downloading. Let's just see. Try it again. Not a video. Is it downloading? It's thinking about, yes, it is. Here we go. Let's open it and see. Beautiful. There we have. And again, you can just roll it out again. And let me just quickly stop sharing. So today we have showed you how to create 3 templates for SlideShow post. We've showed you then how to resize it to different sizes to give you different shape, color and feel. We showed you how to add animated icons, to create a GIF post, also to create a video. And honestly, that gives you, if you basically rolled out 1 text post, 1 SlideShow post, 1 GIF, 1 video, that's 4 posts right there. You could easily create those templates in less than 1 hour. And you know, every couple of months, maybe update your templates, change the style a bit, change the font, add your logo, do what you like. But there you go, that's the basics of using Canva to create bespoke branded content that's going to not only help you stand out on LinkedIn, it's going to help you improve your reach by working the LinkedIn algorithm. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and also please share it with people, and I look forward to seeing you on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching.